Hello, welcome back. I'm Zai from Orbit Trade Daily. This premium crypto signal normally costs 3,500 USDT per month or around 50 million rupiah, but it's completely free for our members. All right, guys, let me explain how this signal works and why it's so incredibly powerful. Yesterday, I tested it on July 5th using Bitcoin. All you need to do is type a slash, then type BTC just like this example. The signal will appear automatically, guys. It will look just like this. The first section is the Bitcoin signal. This version is in Indonesian. Our group uses the Indonesian language, but if you're living overseas or you're from another country and join this group, just translate it into your own language. You can use a translation app or AI. The first section is called Bitcoin Signal. It shows the price, date, and time. Then it explains the Bitcoin analysis based on SMC, smart money concept. This is what the signal looks like. The price is 62,740, sitting inside the maximum long entry zone. The first thing you should focus on is the bias. Just scroll down. This is the most important part. So, what is bias? Bias means the trend. For example, long bias conditional. That means the current bias is long, the trend is bullish, the CVD is neutral, but long positions are dominating. The long dominance is 1.48. That means more traders are buying the coin, creating a bullish scenario if the support level holds. The breakout target is 63.8. Right now, it's already above 64. The potential target is around 64. And today, it has already reached 64. In fact, yesterday, it already touched 64,000. Let's check it. I opened this signal on July 5th. Yes, I opened it on July 5th, right around here. At that time, Bitcoin was trading between 61,000 and 62,000. Between 61,000 and 62,000. Then it clearly explained here that the potential rally was toward 64,000. And yesterday, it already moved above 64,000. It even reached 64,500. That happened on July 6th, just one day later. It's really absolutely amazing. This signal, because it was proven correct the very next day. And what's even more interesting is that this signal also explains exactly where to enter your trade. The bias is long. Now, this section below is very important. Funding rate. The funding rate is currently positive, which means buyers are in control. That's why it's shown in green. If the funding rate is negative, sellers dominate. Next is the open interest. This shows how much money has entered. There are about 6.6 million in Bitcoin open interest. Now let's look at the RSI. The H1 time frame looks good. The H4 time frame also looks good, and the daily time frame is neutral. The CVD is shown here. The CVD is actually neutral, guys. Now the taker buy ratio is very important. There are 59% buyers and 41% sellers. So buying is clearly dominating. Next is the long short ratio. The long side is 1.48. That means there are more long positions with a total value of 247 million in longs compared to 220 million in shorts. This is the Coinglass Premium signal. It's really amazing, seriously amazing. Now this section is the H1 setup if you're trading on the 1 hour time frame. This is designed for scalping. If you're using the 1 hour time frame, it's mainly for scalping. Remember, because the bias is long, we only focus on long positions. The entry is explained here at 62 with the stop loss at 61.9. Personally, I prefer trading. using the H4 time frame, which is swing trading. Since the bias is long, we only look for longs. Remember, don't enter both directions. Stay focused on longs. Follow the bias. If there's a strong breakout above 63 with high volume, enter at 63. Set the stop loss at 63. The take profit targets are listed here. The maximum target is 66. The risk reward ratio is 1 to 3. The RR is already included. The risk reward ratio is 1 to 3. That's the BTC signal. Now you need to combine it with the liquidation data. If you only rely on the signal, you might enter at 63. But if you also use liquidation data, you wouldn't enter at 63. Take a look. The top liquidation levels, the lowest liquidation level is around 61, around 62 to 61. And then it happened. Look, at that time on July 6th, the price dropped to around 61.2. This is the liquidation zone. This is the signal. It's extremely profitable. As you can see, this liquidation zone is really impressive. This is the liquidation zone, the liquidation zone. Meanwhile, in the signal earlier, the liquidation zone was 61.9. So 61.9 was the liquidation area mentioned by the signal. So more or less, if the signal shows 61.9, it means somewhere around this area. It won't always be exact. It's very difficult to be perfectly exact. If it matches exactly, you're extremely lucky. Sometimes the liquidation zone can be incredibly accurate. It definitely happens sometimes, but that's very rare. That's why with this signal, you can update it every hour. You can refresh it every hour or every 2 hours, even every 5 hours. Just type a slash to check the liquidation data. Type slash LIQBTC. The English spelling is LIQBTC. That's it, guys. It's very easy. That's why you should combine them. That's the right way to read it. Even the best signal, no matter how expensive it is, if you don't know how to read it, then it's useless and the signal becomes worthless. So always combine them. Here's how to read it. Check the BTC signal first, then look at the liquidation zone and read the confluence summary. The conclusion says the lower liquidity is much thicker, which means price may sweep lower first. And that's exactly what happened on July 6th. The price swept lower first. It swept down first. On July 6th, the price moved lower first. Then here, the upper cluster is stacked around 63 to 64. So yes, that's exactly around 63 to 64. The lower cluster is stacked around 61 to 62. The delta shows long liquidations are more dominant. So downside pressure should be watched carefully. Now, all 5 factors together support a short liquidation. So they support a short liquidation, meaning anyone holding shorts could get squeezed higher. So those are the 5 trading factors. Now in the liquidation zone, the entry is different from the BTC signal. That's why you must combine the BTC signal with the liquidation zone. Here, the entry is around 61 instead, with the stop loss at 61.8. Personally, I think that's too tight. For swing trading, I prefer placing the stop loss much lower. That's why you need to manage your capital and adjust your leverage. If your account is small, for example, only 300 USDT, then 20 times leverage is already enough. But if your capital is in the thousands, using 5 times or even 2 times leverage is enough. That's it. Because swing trading is for the longer term, a week or even a month. So your stop loss should be placed farther away for safety. That's just My additional suggestion, I think the stop loss here is too tight in my opinion. Now, you can also check the top liquidation levels, the top 10, the BTC top 10 liquidation levels. Just type a slash LIQ BTC top 10, top 10. All right, then you'll be shown a list of the top 10 liquidation levels, the top liquidation levels above, and the top liquidation levels below. This is simply for more detailed analysis. The delta shows long liquidation at that time. The delta has already disappeared. The 955 short delta has already been cleared, around 11 million. That's it. This is simply an additional summary to help you understand the liquidation zones. This bias signal draws its conclusion based on 5 different indicators. It reads the funding rate, RSI, CVD, taker buy ratio, and also the long short ratio. That's how it works. My next suggestion is to also pay attention to smart money concepts like fair value gap, order blocks, and if there is a reversal, always wait for confirmation. Just like the tutorial I explained before, you still need confirmation, such as change of character, break of structure, fair value gap, and also order blocks. You also need confirmation from the order block. So this is very important. Make sure you learn break of structure, order blocks, and the other concepts. These signals are completely free for those of you trading on Bitunix. As long as you register on Bitunix using the referral link in the description, once you've registered with the referral link below, just click the group link in the description. The only requirement is to deposit 30 USDT, just 30 USDT. This money doesn't go to me, it's your own money that you will use for trading. I don't want people joining my group just to watch without doing any trading. If there's no trading activity, then I'll remove the account because this is a premium group and it's not cheap. If you want to subscribe on your own, go ahead and try. You'll have to pay for the server. You'll also pay the monthly premium subscription. You'll also need to pay for the bot, for the Telegram bot, for Coinglass, and everything else. The total can reach 50 million rupiah per month. I'm not the one paying for it. The app provider covers the cost. That's why the platform gives this privilege to users who trade with Bitunix, but only if they use the referral link below or use my referral, because of course Bitunix provides this benefit as part of our partnership. All right, guys, I'm Zai. Bye.